Hey, what's going on, everybody? Monday Night Football should be an interesting one. Houston and Dallas. We got 4 picks in the video for you to consider, so stay tuned to hear all 4. And if you guys want more picks, I post more in the Dynamo private Discord along with a bunch of other cappers. You can see some big hits from the weekend, posting and hitting this slip. Jordan posting a big one in the NBA and hitting it over the weekend. This is inside my private channel, posting 3 college football picks, hitting all 3 of those on Saturday. Sunday just posted 3 of my favorite NBA picks, all 3 hit. And then on this big underdog slip, just missing 1 and hitting on a flex that you can see down here. And people in the private Discord have been cashing out using our picks. You can see some of these big wins and hits. Garrod here hit 2 6-man Prizepicks slips just last week with our picks and some other big slips. We've been absolutely cashing people out, and we've definitely been on a hot streak with all sports here. So lock in for the NFL and NBA season because there's games every day. Posting just our top favorite picks. You guys saw some of the big hits. And this NFL and NBA season, we're partnered with Prop Projections. They post their projection spreadsheets on every projection up on Prizepicks for these sports. So you can see it's $14 a month, but you could join for free. And they are posting for the free followers on Patreon their Monday Night Football projections. Follow them for free to get that, and also check out the Dynamo private Discord. You guys saw some of the big hits from private Discord members. Look inside our channels, the kind of picks we're posting over there. So check it out. We'll see you guys over in the Discord. Now let's get into this one. First off, I'm liking Joe Mixon here. 87.5 rush yards is a high line, and we've seen this one go up a little bit since it came out. I think it started at like 84 on Prizepicks, but still liking it here at 87.5. Dallas just does not have a good run defense, and they don't have a good offense right now either. So it should be a game where Joe Mixon is going to carry the ball early and often. I don't know if he's going to get to his rush line here at, I believe it's 21.5 rush attempts. So he would need 22 rush attempts, but I think he can do this in less because he's going to have some big gainers early in this game. So liking Joe Mixon on this line. Looking at Mixon so far this season, 5 of 7 games he's gone over on this mark and just missed it in this last one in an extremely tough matchup here against Detroit when they were trying to come back, not passing the ball as much. You can see just 43%, which was second lowest this season of the plays were rushing plays. Commonly you'll see 48%, 57%, 53, 45. So a lot higher marks here. And in this game where they're expected to be winning, they should be running the ball. Especially against this defense, you can see over here, they rank 31st, Dallas does, in rushing yards allowed, 152 per game. So Mixon hitting this in 5 of 7 games should have another big one. And all those 5 that he's hit this in, he's had 102 or more. Expecting just a big, massive game here for Mixon in one of the best matchups you can get right now. So really liking him to have a big one. That's going to be the first pick. The second one we're going to go to is going to be CJ Stroud under on his pass attempts at 30.5. Like I said, I think they're going to be running the ball a lot. We're taking that Joe Mixon rushing line over on 87.5. I think he's going to get there with the yards, and then even some of their backups are going to get in here and get some carries because this game may be out of hand with Houston controlling the game and Dallas possibly struggling a bit with Cooper Rush, who has just not been good, and Dallas has really not looked good. So I'm going to go to the under on Stroud on the pass attempts. It's not like he passes a ton anyways. And if we're expecting this game to be the one that the Houston Texans and Stroud are winning in a decisive manner, he shouldn't be passing the ball a ton. So this line here at 30.5, it is an 80% hit rate for him this season. But we got a game here with 31, another with 31, one with 32. And the Texans really have been in close games for the most part. The biggest separation on a win they have here is when they won by 20 against New England. He just got there with 31. But besides that, their biggest win margin here is by just 6 points. So in a game where they're expected to win by more than a touchdown and control this game by running the ball, shouldn't be one that Stroud has to throw 31 or more times. So I am liking the under. If we look at last year, this was just around a 50% hit rate as well. And then something you can do on Outlier is you can only look at games last year where they won. So just use the filter where they won. And in their wins, in 6 of the 10 wins, he threw for under 31 pass attempts. And when they won by 4 points or more, 6 of those 8 games, he pass for less than 31 pass attempts. Also, you can see Dallas over here, passing attempts against, they are top in the league. They have teams pass just 27 times per game against them. So I expect Houston to run the ball a lot, Stroud not to hit this number. That is actually pretty high for him historically. All right, now moving over to Dallas line here. I'm going to go to Cooper Rush on the under. I'm not so sure that he doesn't get replaced in this game again, like we saw last week where he got replaced by Trey Lance for a bit. If this game is out of hand come the fourth quarter, maybe even the third quarter if they're getting blown out, he could be benched again, and we haven't seen him pass for even close to this amount of yards. So I'm liking the under on this. Their offense just has not clicked at all. So looking at the pass yards, Houston, one of the top pass defenses in the NFL. They rank third, only allowing 174.7 pass yards per game. And 0 of 5 games for Cooper Rush, but really he's only started the last two, 115 and then just 45 pass yards. And probably not as tough a matchup against Atlanta, I would say. Philadelphia, definitely a tough matchup, but in this one, not going to be as tough as Houston. So I do think that they're really going to shut him down here. And unless he has a receiver break off a huge one, not sure he's going to get there. And like I said, could even be replaced in this game. And we have seen him throw for a good amount of attempts, like 25 and 23 in those games. So it's not like he just wasn't passing in those games, just didn't have any big pass plays downfield really to speak of. So for Rush, going to be taking the under on his passing line. What I am going to go to for Dallas is CeeDee Lamb, and it is a demon pick here, but I'm taking CeeDee Lamb over on a half rush yard. For Lamb, the only way they're going to have a chance to win this game or come close, likely, is if CeeDee Lamb is having a good game, and I think they're going to try to get him involved any way they possibly can. And we've seen them hand him the ball a lot to try to get this offense going, get the ball in his hands on some of these handoffs. So I do think they're going to try to do that at least once, possibly 2-3 times in this game. So I do think Lamb can hit 1 rushing yard if he's given at least 1 attempt, but I think he could even get 2-3 attempts in this game. So even at a demon, I'm liking to go to this one. And on this demon, it's going to get your payout slightly higher as well. So I think CeeDee Lamb, a good one on the rushing yards. If we look at Lamb on the season here on the rush yards, 6 of 9 games he's had at least 1 rushing yard. So in these games, the past 2, he got 3 rushing yards. The game before that got 15. Even some games this year with more than 1 rush attempt. So this won 2 games with 3 rush attempts as well when they're trying to get this offense going. So I can see them giving him the ball at least a couple times in this game. This one actually opened at 3.5 on the rushing yards, went down to 2.5, and then it's been bounced between 0.5 and 1.5. So I think he's going to get a couple handoffs in this game at least and should be able to hit this one with that. And if you guys want more picks, check out the Dynamo private Discord. You can see a previous Monday Night Football. We went 11-4 with our picks in here. Single game NFL slates we've been crushing. We hit this Underdog one, $20 to win 168. Another previous Monday Night Football went 4-4 with my picks. And cappers in here have been posting and hitting huge slips in their Discord. A 4-4 from Jordan this weekend. Irena's posted this 3-for-3 hit. I had a 7-for-8 NHL pick streak going last week. And last week, NBA went 7-3 in my channel in a day, while Jordan went 3-0. And we're partnering with Prop Projections. You could join for free on their Patreon, and they will be posting their projections for every single line on Prizepicks. So check that out as well. Join up in the Discord. You guys saw some of the big hits and winning streaks and past picks over there. So lock in for NFL, NBA season. We have a bunch of cappers posting just their top favorite picks every single day. So we'll see you guys over there, and subscribe to the channel.